Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning into your reading today. I hope you're all well and happy, had a great week and are looking forward to the weekend. If you're new to Soul Embers, hello, my name is Andrea. I hope you find a message within this reading helpful today and you choose to stick around for the journey. So today's reading, who and what brings out the best in you? You know, guys, I thought I would do this reading because of the drastic changes we've undergone as a collective, the entire world in the last year and a half, if not more, and the enormous impact it's had on how we do life and how we view life. A lot of us have lost hope, have lost faith, and are starting to slip into a real negative mindset about what life has to offer. And for good reason in some cases. So what I really want to do today is I'm feeling guided to deliver messages of inspiration, to deliver messages that will restore faith, that will restore hope, to help you become super resourceful and to see the signs and synchronicities out there that are available for you in opportunities that may arise for work or, you know, friendships, or let's say networking, what that looks like, and what will really inspire you, what brings out passion, reignite that passion for life and how beautiful life can be, as well as the people that really trigger that and really ignite that within you, whether they be an intimate partner, we can look into that, or whether that be even the people you associate with, your soul tribe. So that's what this reading is about, and I truly hope it will benefit you because I'm feeling very, very connected to this need to do this reading at this time. Everything you guys need to know about me and the channel's in the description box below, so check it out. If anyone would like to reach out for a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. So my contact details are also in the description box below. So let's jump into it and let's see who this message is for today. All right, Gemini, let's have a look and see who this message is for. And the cards are wanting to pop out. How beautiful, the number 32. How gorgeous are these cards. I love these cards. Lots of yellows, lots of orange hues, solar plexus. I can and I feel sacral chakra as well. You know, this the number 32 breaks down to the number 5. So some of you may be experiencing some huge transitions right now, changes, and they may prove to be quite challenging. But this is also a time where you can apply it in both ways. You can either really lean into the challenge of the situation and see things as obstacles, or really take these challenges and become super versatile. You know, it's a time that promises adventures and new beginnings, and you know, depending on your approach and your mindset, you are definitely capable. I feel like Spirit is telling you that you're definitely capable of meeting any challenge that life brings. You know, this is an opportunity for you to really free yourself, experience pleasure, adventure, and excitement. So, you know, it really does depend on how we view it and what our mindset is. I'm seeing, you know, maybe the Gemini that I'm connecting with are actually feeling that there are just so many delays and so many disruptions that are preventing you from really embracing what it is that you truly want. There are obstacles in your way, roadblocks, and the message I'm feeling guided to have you ask yourself is, in those moments where a challenge comes your way or something comes and obstructs you on your path, maybe the question you could ask yourself is, okay, so how can I work with this? What have I got in my arsenal right now that can really help me work with this? What have I learned on my journey so far that will help me apply to this situation and shift my focus from it being a roadblock to overcoming it and working through it with what I know, and even seeking out further assistance or, researching could also be helpful, because it is a really, at this time where we're undergoing such huge changes and enormous pressure, whether we choose to really nurture that and really embrace that and go with the flow, ride that wave with it and see where it can take you, brings you out on the other side towards the goal that you're looking to reach. So it's almost like the sensation, because I'm feeling a sensation, and it's almost like when you are faced with a situation that totally catches you by surprise or isn't something that you factored in, and you just see it as annoying and frustrating, and I can feel that frustration. Trying to be really objective about it and believing in yourself, because I'm seeing a lot of these orange and the yellows here, truly believing that you have the ability to work through it, and becoming super focused on finding a solution with what you have really enhances that focus, really enhances the determination, and that's that seed of self-esteem, and that's a seed of confidence that you've got what it takes. I hope I'm delivering that in a way that makes sense to you, Gemini. But there is definitely a message here that there is a very fruitful change that's coming your way, so long as you're able to change your focus from what is happening in the moment and getting caught up in the problem, and focus on a solution that feels right, that feels good, following that, rather than focusing on what isn't right about it, what obstacles are in place and are preventing it. What that will do is it'll shift you into a different vibration, a different energy, and you will be able to meet others that are on that same frequency that may be challenged. So you're able to see eye to eye with them, that are experiencing similar situations, but that also have that same hope and faith and determination and strength to work through that. They're positive, they have a positive approach. The more you sit in the problem, the energy of the problem is going to keep attracting the same of that problem. The more you try and tune into the energy of a solution, that solution's a completely different energy to the problem, and you'll be attracting more of that. But let's read the definition from the book and let's see what the message is exactly. So number 32, nectar of life. You work so hard and you are definitely to be commended for your efforts. This card is asking you to slow down a little and enjoy the simple things in life. Spend some quality time with family and friends. Take time to embrace life and do some of the things you honestly enjoy. Focus your energy on activities and things that bring true pleasure. Taste the sweetness of life. Feel empowered to pollinate and fertilize your dreams. Boom, baby. This is what I'm talking about. This is so beautiful, because when you do associate yourself and embrace the things in life that bring that feed your soul and that help you remember the sweetness that life has to offer, you rejuvenate yourself, you replenish, you cleanse, you start to pollinate and fertilize your dreams. You ignite that passion, that ability, that place in the solar plexus which is that basically the seat of your self-esteem and personal power. Being able to redirect your energy and change your focus and become comfortable in the uncomfortable space rather than surrendering to the challenge is what will build that self-esteem and that confidence. It further ignites passion and really switches up the circle that you surround yourself by. Or with, I should say. So let's have a look and see what type of people you would really benefit from at this time, Gemini. What type of people would Gemini benefit from that will really help you shift into a more positive state of being where you can see opportunities come your way? You really bounce off each other. That's the type of energy I'm talking about. You know, you inspire each other to do things that you share common interests in, and therefore you further develop yourself and you change your focus. That's the main message I keep getting. Sorry, too many cards fell then. You might be feeling really stuck at the moment. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you might be feeling really stuck at the moment, Gemini, and you kind of surrendered and waiting for this to kind of play itself out. And I still feel that the message here is there needs to be some form of action. While, you know, getting too upset about the situation isn't going to change the situation, let's say, your approach to it and your mindset towards it can definitely change what you start to call in moving forward. So there are certain things that, let's say, in your life that are out of your control, but you can choose whether or not you engage in those things, or you can choose whether or not you can disengage from those and engage in other things and redirect your attention. But what I feel has happened is you might be feeling a little bit stuck and closed off, and you're not able to make movement because you're in the problem. You're really focused on the challenges at hand. And the message that I'm getting for you is, you know, taking that time to really nurture yourself and simply love those that add value to your life, your family, your friends. Simply love the goodness and that juicy stuff that you have at this time, the nectar of life. Take joy in those things, even if they may be so you know, you may not have a lot of it right now, let's say, to what you had, or you may be comparing it to some situation that no longer exists. Being able to just be in the moment and really merge yourself into, immerse, that's the word I'm looking for. Immerse yourself into the goodness that you have will really help you further cultivate and focus on the goodness rather than the challenge. And when you take your attention away from that, you'll start to notice others that share in that same type of energy. Okay, so those people that are genuine, that are really authentic, that are very down to earth, and they may not be super inspirational. They may not be super extroverted. I feel that the people we're talking about may be a little bit more zen, a little bit calmer, may have a very nurturing approach to life, and a nurturing approach to others, very caring, but very pragmatic and realistic about life. So even in your career, associating with those that allow you to feel grounded, personal life and career and social life, associating with those that help you feel grounded, that help you feel, see the reality of the situation, see what's in front of you through practicing mindfulness and taking that and turning it into something that can increase in value. Those are the people that we're looking for, that will help you. the Gemini that I'm connecting with anyway, rather than those that are extremely logical, that spend a lot of time analyzing, that spend a lot of time chewing over information and are very analytical in their approach, and those that are extremely fiery or extremely, let's just say, really passionate, really optimistic, they may not be beneficial to you at this time in your journey, just at this time. Everyone has value to add to you. It's just at this time, the type of people that you would be getting along with a lot more, I believe, are the earth signs, definitely. Especially, those that are, you can see the results, and then you can, you look at their life and you think, okay, that's something, or the way they approach life and they do things, and you're like, yeah, that's actually something I want to learn more about and experience. I could learn a lot from this person. So let's have a look and see. So do you see how we're taking the focus off the problems that you have at hand, and we're looking at how we can find others that have come up with solutions during difficult times that work well for them. So this goes for intimate partners as well. So these are the type of energies that you want to be around. These are the type of people who are going to get you to, who are going to bring the best out in you, that you're really going to gel with, you're going to feel an emotional connection with. Those ones that have a plan to be happy. Their ultimate goal is to be happy. Their ultimate goal is not to live in resentment. They're not in a space of anger right now. They're not in a space of lack. They're in a space of, I'm going to move forward from all of that. I'm going to rise above it. And I'm going to follow my happiness. I'm going to follow what brings me clarity, what brings me sunlight, what, sheds light in my life and brings true happiness that can give birth to new beginnings. These are the type of people, and the way that they go about living their life is through a very pragmatic approach. Someone that is also very observant and pays attention to how the energy of the room is, for example. They can pick up intuitively on how you might be feeling and adjust accordingly. So this is the type of energy, Gemini, that I feel you would really benefit from right now, because your current energy is you're very much in your head about the situation, and you might be feeling stuck and you might be overthinking. So these types of people, and the people that will really bring out the best in you, are those ones that are able to take those thoughts and translate them in a way that you can really ground them. So that's really beautiful, and they will show you how it's done. And it's not necessarily they will tell you. You will learn by their actions on how they do things. So pay attention to those, what you really need to look for, the signs here that you could benefit, that could come your way, that the universe is trying to send you, is pay attention to those that you are intrigued by their lifestyle. And then ask the questions, and you will feel passion ignite within you. Really, really beautiful. So let's have a look and see what is going to bring the best out in you. What can you engage in that's going to bring out the best in you? You know what's interesting? That this card would fall out after I have been saying this entire reading, change your focus. Okay. And I want to break this down a little bit more. Gemini, I feel you've been really hard on yourself, and I feel that it's time for you to really just think about your feelings. Think about how you might be feeling right now and which part of you is really needing to be nurtured and cared for. You know, we all make decisions that we might not necessarily be happy with, or they didn't turn out the way we wanted. And we can all be hard on ourselves from time to time because we believe we should have known better. And the thing is that there is still a part of us that needs forgiveness and needs to be acknowledged that we didn't know any better, and we only did what we thought was best in that moment, or we got caught up in a situation where we didn't act in our best interest or someone else's, and it is a moment to really learn from. And being able to find that place within you that is asking for you to forgive, to nurture, to acknowledge, to pay attention to, rather than being hard on it and stifling it and not giving it the attention that it needs or the validation that it needs, is only going to be mirrored in the relationships and in the relationships and the situations that you attract in your life, or we attract in our lives. So if there is an aspect of yourself that you feel at the moment is not being heard, is not being validated, is not being seen, is not being respected, it's time to look within yourself which part of you have not been able to nurture and care for, and you're not listening to, you're not paying attention to, and that really needs for you to show it some love, you know, give it some attention. Simply just love it for what it is, unconditionally. You know, sometimes we F up. What can I say? Sometimes we're dealt with some really difficult situations and it's not ideal. Protecting ourselves, though, is essential. Acknowledging every part of how we feel is essential in that journey towards closure and forgiveness. So at this time, what I'm feeling is that you may be really hard on yourself, my beautiful Gemini, and you've really been confronting some of your, that inner dialogue might not be the greatest at the moment. You might be questioning yourself, which is why I feel that there is this need to really stimulate the solar plexus and bring the solar plexus, ignite them, really stimulate them, and give those thoughts a rest. Believe in yourself, enjoy the nectar of life. Simply love yourself as you are today, and that will really help you change your focus and start to embrace the beautiful things that you have to offer. You know, almost like wearing your flaws, really owning your flaws and rocking them, and not giving an F what anybody thinks. Okay, because we all go through challenging times, and gee, we're only human. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you. So what you can, because the message that I'm trying to communicate is what you can engage in that will bring out the best in you is those things that really take your focus off that self-talk, that negative self-talk, the being really hard on yourself. People that truly embrace their flaws, that truly embrace, I guess, the challenges in life and don't feel like they're letting anyone down or disappointing themselves. Let me just draw a couple more cards in. So there's an aspect, I guess, that there is a pattern or behavior that you have been engaging in that really needs to come to an end and transform itself, Gemini. Your masculine and feminine energy are a little bit off. I feel that your masculine energy is dominating at the moment, and that's what's stifling the feelings. It is that masculine energy that feels like that is telling you that you need to do things a particular way, that you need to have particular outcomes. And so surrounding yourself in situations where you feel that you can be present and you can just be you in that moment, however you come, in whatever package you come, being in that moment and feeling accepted in that moment is what's going to bring out the best in you. So whether that be through creativity and art, whether you sign up to some kind of a club where it just completely takes the focus off things like, I would say, statistics, things like, let's say you're in, counting outcomes and goals and targets and measuring up where sales are concerned, or where you have to meet certain dollars in your role, anything to do with sales. Changing your focus from something like that is really, really going to help you. There is an element within that really is holding you back from what is best for you, and really embracing your passion and your purpose for the future. So that's what I'm getting. And I feel that you've been trying to make this choice for quite some time, and there may be elements of self-sabotage here that are preventing you from making that decision, because you don't know whether you have what it takes to do something different. You might be questioning that. And so Spirit is saying, what is best? What is going to bring out the best in you? What's going to unfold your passion and ignite that again are things that have to do with more of a creative approach, where you don't have to worry about sales, or you don't have to worry about targets, you don't have to worry about competition. Taking yourself away from competition is going to help you, and putting yourself in situations where there is none of that. And all you need to work on is really embracing creativity, embracing the heart space, that feminine aspect, so we can start to restore balance within the feminine and the masculine energy, and allow this transformation to take place. All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. Absolutely love doing this reading for you today, Gemini. If it resonates, please do comment below. I'd love to read your comments and what your thoughts are on this. If you've got any questions, pop them in the description, in the comment section, of this video below. I might even do a Q&A soon. So thank you for sticking around to the end. I appreciate your support and the loving energy you bring to Soul Embers. Have a great week, and sending you many, many happy vibes only. Bye.